In this drama, it is shown that a group of 4 high school students named F4 bullies a girl. She confronts them fearlessly, and eventually, 2 members of that group fall in love with her. In the beginning of the drama, the female lead Shankai goes to her dream university, and she looks very happy. In the next scene, her friend Chen tells her that he is very happy that they both got selected for Mingda University together, and now high school friends will always be best friends. A girl named Lee, who is also Shankai's high school classmate, comes towards them. The 3 of them are very happy to be together again at the university. Lee asks why they both took admission to the same university. Chen replies that he didn't want to be away from Shankai, and now she is his classmate again. Lee says that it is good that she knows Shankai, otherwise she would feel very lonely here. Shankai declares that from now on they are best friends for the next 4 years. The next day, Shankai rushes to attend a lecture where a guest named Mr. Bobit is invited. Seeing him, Chen says that he can't believe their university invited Mr. Bobit, and that he will tell his parents about this. Mr. Bobit gives a speech, and Shankai takes his photo. In the next scene, Shankai shows the photos to her friend Lee. Suddenly, everyone starts taking pictures of 4 students, and in the chaos, Shankai's phone falls. A girl exclaims that this is the F4 group and suggests they go see them. Saying this, she goes to see them. Shankai goes to pick up her phone when a boy with green shoes steps on it and walks away. Shankai starts chasing him, and when she comes out, she sees all the students taking pictures of F4. She is about to hit the boy, but it turns out it was Mr. Bobbitt. In the next scene, she comes out of the principal's office because she was scolded for hitting Mr. Bobbitt. She looks at her broken phone when Chen comes and apologizes to Shankai for not being able to protect her and asks why she attacked Mr. Bobbitt. Shankai replies that she didn't want to hit Mr. Bobbitt, but a member of the F4 group, as he broke her phone. Lee asks who F4 is. Then a girl comes and explains that F4 is the most popular group in the university. She then introduces herself as Casey. Shankai asks why F4 is so popular. Casey explains that they are senior students at Mingda University, and they are all very handsome and talented. The F4 members are then shown as Casey introduces them, saying that Han Zilu is interested in music, and the other 3 are Shimen, Meizuo, and Daoming-si. They are the biggest attraction of the college. Not only are they smart, but they also have great taste and respect girls. They have been friends since childhood, and it is impossible for a new member to join their group. They challenge players to beat them in a card game, but they have never lost a game. The 4th member of this group, Daoming-si, is interested in finance and has become a millionaire at the age of 18. Hearing this, Shankai states that if they are such geniuses, they should apologize for breaking someone's phone. Chen suggests they go to their club, and if F4 doesn't apologize, they will challenge them to a game and beat them. Casey explains that it is not easy to challenge them, as they need a joker card for that. The joker is F4's invitation card because many people have challenged them in the game, so they made a rule that only the one who gets the joker can compete with them. But if someone loses the challenge, they will have to clean the school for 1 semester, sit in water for half a day, stay in the school's biological lab for a whole night, and endure many other such punishments. Casey then asks if they still want to challenge them. No one replies. Casey shows them where the club is and wishes them good luck before leaving. They call out for F4 to come out. Chen starts challenging them. Lee, scared, suggests that they leave as she thinks F4 is not there. Chen tells Shankai that from what they've heard about F4, it doesn't seem like they will meet them easily. They turn around and see the F4 members coming towards them. Shankai goes to them and asks if they know how her phone broke, indicating that one of them, the boy with green shoes, stepped on it. Daoming-si replies that it is not their job. Shankai insists that he broke it by stepping on it. They ignore her and walk away, prompting Shankai to angrily follow them, but Chen stops her. In the next scene, Shankai is making a cake at home. Her mom asks what she is doing. Shankai explains that she's making a cake for her friend Lee's birthday. The next day, she takes the cake to Lee, who expresses that it is the first time someone has made a cake for her. Shankai tells her that she made it herself because she didn't have money to buy one. They go inside to take photos with the cake. Shankai is taking Lee's photo when Lee slips and the cake falls on Daoming-si's face. Daoming-si looks at them angrily. Lee apologizes, saying she didn't do it on purpose. Daoming-si responds that if apologies were enough, there would be no need for the police. Lee tries to clean the cake from his face, but Daoming-si pushes her away. Seeing this, Shankai angrily accuses him of being mean and tells him that he shouldn't think he can do whatever he wants just because he is popular. She reminds him that he broke her phone and didn't apologize. Daoming-si pulls her close and angrily questions her daring, then leaves. In the next scene, Lee asks Shankai why she fought with them. Shankai replies that she doesn't know, but seeing him makes her very angry and promises not to do it again. After this, when she opens her locker, she finds a joker card. She realizes that Daoming-si is challenging her, but she decides she doesn't have time for this. She goes outside and loudly complains to herself about the situation, expressing her frustration with F4. Just then, Meizuo, a member of the F4 group, asks her what would happen next. Shankai feels awkward because he had heard everything she said. Meizuo then asks if she would be happy if zombies ate their faces. Shankai accuses him of wanting to bully her too, since he is also a member of F4. Meizuo replies that he has no interest in other people's matters and leaves. In the next scene, Dao Mingxi is playing a basketball match, and one of his fangirls is taking photos of him. She asks Shankai to make a video of her giving him a water bottle. Shankai agrees. After the girl gives Dao Mingxi the water bottle, Dao Mingxi goes to Shankai and asks if she is making a video of him, then snatches the phone from her hand and leaves with it. In the next scene, Shankai is delivering food. She finds the house a bit strange and goes inside, announcing to the customer that their food is there. The customer is revealed to be Dao Mingxi. Shankai, shocked, asks if he ordered the food. Dao Mingxi replies affirmatively, suggesting she should be happy that he is supporting her family. Shankai starts to leave, but he stops her and says he hasn't checked the food yet. He opens a food box and complains that it doesn't look good. Shankai responds that he shouldn't eat it and that she will take it back, accusing him of bullying her and noting how much time her mom spent making the food. Dao Mingxi questions if this is how she behaves with customers. Shankai retorts that he doesn't deserve good behavior. Dao Mingxi angrily demands she repeats that, and she continues, saying she heard that F4's behavior is quite good, but he doesn't seem to match that reputation. She tells him he should be ashamed of himself. Hearing this, Dao Mingxi gets angry and throws the food on her face, making Shankai feel very bad, and she leaves. She stops on the way and uses water from a tap to clean her clothes. Then two boys come and start misbehaving with her. Just then, Meizuo comes and chases them away. In the next scene, Shankai is crying a lot and asks Meizuo why Dao Mingxi did that to her. Meizuo tells her to wipe her tears and starts exercising in front of her, advising her to do a handstand whenever she feels like crying so she won't cry. In the next scene, Shankai comes home and puts her jacket inside her bag so her mom doesn't find out about all this. In the next scene, she has a dream where F4 members are telling her to eat slippers. Suddenly, she wakes up scared. The next morning, she is having breakfast with her mom and dad, and she keeps remembering how Dao Mingxi bullied her. Remembering this, she quickly finishes her food and angrily declares that she will go back and fight them. After this, she gets ready to go to college and leaves for college in anger. Chen says hi to her, but Shankai avoids him and goes to college. There, angrily, she shouts Dao Mingxi's name and then runs towards him and kicks him in the face, causing Dao Mingxi to fall. Showing the Joker card he gave her, she declares that no one can bully Shankai so easily. Then she throws the card and leaves. After this, Shankai goes to the rooftop and takes a selfie because she is very happy after teaching Dao Mingxi a lesson. Meanwhile, Dao Mingxi's friends are wrapping bandages around him. Then Meizuo comments that Shankai is no ordinary girl. His friend Hanzilu says that Dao Mingxi deserved it anyway and suggests they should celebrate. They decide to make a video of him. Then they make a video and joke that they found a mummy from many years ago with a head injury, possibly caused by a girl kicking it. Then all three take photos with him, and Hanzilu remarks that it is so embarrassing that if he were Dao Mingxi, he would never go to that college again. Dao Ming regains consciousness and looks at his bandages. He mutters to himself that Shankai kicked him. He expresses anger, saying that the crazy girl kicked him hard and he will teach her a lesson. Just then, Meizuo approaches him and mentions that two boys misbehaved with Shankai when he was delivering food to her. Dao Ming retorts that it doesn't matter to him and those guys are dumb to pick a fight with the same girl. His friends then leave without removing his bandages and Dao Ming follows them. After class ends, Shankai tells her classmate Jinhui that she has made some notes and asks for her email so she can send them. Jinhui's friend comments that Jinhui likes Dao Ming, but Shankai is still hanging out with him. Shankai clarifies that she isn't interested in him at all. Jinhui interjects that Shankai is the talk of the freshmen because she hit Mr. Bobbitt and now Dao Ming from F4. Shankai responds that they think poorly of her, but Dao Ming tried to ruin her life and even gave her a Joker card. She asks if she should just let him get away with it. Jinhui advises her to respect the seniors since she is new. With that, Jinhui leaves. Afterward, Shankai returns to the rooftop hoping to meet Meizuo again, but he isn't there. Meizuo is playing music, and Shankai approaches him, saying that she is sorry and has come to return his handkerchief. Meizuo replies that she should keep it because he never takes back anything he has given. He starts to leave, but Shankai stops him and thanks him, saying that things could have gone wrong if he hadn't been there yesterday. Meizuo clarifies that she misunderstood, and he helped because he couldn't stand it. Shankai asks if she can meet him again on the rooftop, but Meizuo refuses and walks away. As Shankai leaves college, two men approach her and say that Dao Ming wants to meet her. They tell her that he will pay for her phone and ask for her forgiveness. Hearing this, Shankai gets into the car. In the subsequent scene, we see Shankai being ushered into Dao Ming's house to get ready. A man enters and asks if Shankai is ready. When Shankai appears, he sprays perfume on her and escorts her to a room, saying that Dao Ming will be there shortly. Shankai asks what he wants exactly. The man reassures her that Dao Ming is a good guy and won't harm her. Shantai waits nervously, noticing childhood photos of the F4 members and comments softly that Dao Ming looked cute as a child. When she sees Dao Ming enter, she exclaims angrily that she wants her phone and wants to go home. Dao Ming asks her if she likes Meizuo. Shantai retorts that she doesn't understand why he brought her there, or why she has to dress like that. Dao Ming asserts that she should be happy about the changes in her life if she listens to him because he will make her his girlfriend. He says that she will always be by his side. He will take her out for snacks at school, help her with her homework, let her win when they play games, and even take her on trips. Shankai scoffs and says that he must be joking. She asks for her clothes because she needs to change, and says she doesn't know if he's insane or what, but she doesn't need his special treatment. Infuriated, Dao Ming snaps that she needs to understand that there's nothing in this world that he can't get, and asks her who she thinks she is. Shantai stands her ground and says that even if he has the world at his feet, he will never have her and she will never date a guy like him. With that, she throws her heels at him and storms out. Shankai lies in bed, contemplating that the crazy guy took her to his house, but she will never be his girlfriend. She wonders what she really wants. She thinks about Meizuo and declares that she thinks she knows what she wants. Shankai arrives at college with her friend Lee. As the F4 members appear, Shankai and Dao Ming glance at each other before parting ways. Lee remarks to Shankai that she thinks Dao Ming is looking at her. On the other hand, Dao Ming tells his friends that Shankai is falling for him and that he has always known no girl could resist him. He then proposes a prank, saying that they should hide in the girls' bathroom and pretend to be ghosts. He bets that Shankai will be terrified. Jemin objects, asking if he has lost his mind. Meizuo adds that he isn't doing that. Jemin points out that scaring a girl isn't cool. Irritated, Dao Ming insists that he hasn't said anything about scaring her and that he just wants to play a prank, but his friends unanimously refuse. Frustrated, Dao Ming walks away. He revisits his plan with determination. He suggests that they put fake cockroaches in her bag, so she will freak out when she opens it. His friends again reject the idea. Dao Ming persists, suggesting that they get some onions, paint them to look like apples, and watch her cry when she eats them. At that moment, Dao Ming's friend mentions that they don't have time for useless pranks. In the next scene, a professor asks the class about the nutrients in a banana. Chen stands up and lists all the nutrients, impressing the students. He then reveals that his family are banana farmers. Jinhui jokingly asks if his family ever slips on banana peels, to which Chen replies that they know how to avoid that and demonstrates by stepping on a banana peel without slipping. F4 observes, and all the girls in the class are impressed by Chen. In the next scene, Shankai is working a part-time job at a tea shop with her friend Xiaoyu and has told her everything about F4. Xiaoyu suggests that maybe Dao Ming is interested in her. Shankai denies it, saying that he is just trying to trouble her, but she won't let him succeed. Xiaoyu agrees, saying that if he bullies her, he must be a bad person, and F4 seems bad too. Shankai responds that one of them is different, but she can't explain it and smiles. She then sees Meizuo entering the shop with his friend Han Zilu, who asks if she works part-time there. Meizuo orders 2 milk teas, making Shankai happy. When she goes to get the teas, her friend asks who they are. Shantai replies that they are F4 members. Meizuo leaves with the milk teas, and Shankai tells her friend his name is Meizuo. Xiaoyu asks if he is the one who is different, and if he had come to see her. Shankai denies it. In the next scene, Shankai goes to the rooftop, hoping to meet Meizuo, but he isn't there. She looks at a map of Asia and muses about the distance between Shanghai and Paris. Meizuo arrives and comments that there is only a 7-hour difference, wishing time would move faster. Shankai jokes that she has a classmate named Time and would ask him to move faster. Meizuo smiles and remarks that she is a weird girl. In the next scene, Jinhui sees Shankai with Meizuo and comments that she has hooked up with Meizuo quickly. Shankai explains that she was just talking to him on the rooftop. Jinhui's friend remarks that her smile shows she likes him. Jinhui then tells Shankai that as her classmate, she will give her a favor. Meizuo has liked a girl for a long time. This girl, Tengjing, is coming back from France. Shankai feels sad. In the next scene, Meizuo is looking at a photo of a girl when Shankai arrives. Meizuo tells her that she looks cute that day, then kisses her and leaves. At college, Dao Ming smiles at Shankai, but she avoids him. He stops her, saying that he has wanted to try a new hairstyle but couldn't change because of her, and adds that he is always dashing. Shankai replies that dashing is for gentlemen, which he is not. Angrily, he asks if she is mocking him and tells her to say it again. Shankai retorts that she was indeed mocking him. Just then, Dao Ming's friend tells him that Teng Xing is back. Hearing this, he leaves quickly. In the next scene, Teng Xing hugs each F4 member and tells Meizuo that she is back, hugging him. Shankai feels hurt and thinks that Teng Xing might be the girl Meizuo liked. The scene then shifts to F4 having dinner with Teng Xing. She asks Dao Ming where his sister is, and he replies that she has gotten married and moved abroad. Teng Xing comments that he must feel lonely without her since they were close. Shimin interjects that a girl named Shan Kai now has Dao Ming's full attention. Dao Ming snaps, saying not to compare Shan Kai to his sister. He then asks Meizuo why he is so quiet and tells him he should be happy that Teng Xing is back, calling him still introverted. Teng Xing defends Meizuo, saying not to bother him because he is an introvert. Meizuo angrily retorts that he is not introverted and asks Teng Xing why she took those vulgar photos. She replies that she liked them. Meizuo responds that he didn't like them and that she is not that kind of girl. Teng Xing says she knows he cares for her, that is why she likes him the most, and kisses him. The next day, Shan Kai sees Meizuo with Teng Xing at college and thinks that Meizuo is never hers, so she will focus on her studies and career from now on. Dao Ming approaches her, but Chen interrupts, only to be pushed aside by Dao Ming, who says he wants to show her something important. Shan Kai declines, saying she is going to eat her mom's lunch and leaves, adding that a rich person like him wouldn't understand its value. Later, Shan Kai plays a game with Chen, making Dao Ming jealous. He notices that she is always with Chen and throws a banana peel, causing Chen to slip. In the next scene, Chen finds a joker card in his locker. Shan Kai takes it, saying that now they are troubling her best friend, and leaves. She confronts Dao Ming, asking if he has a problem with her and why he is troubling her friend. Dao Ming responds that she is angry because of that farmer boy. Shan Kai replies that Chen is her best friend. Dao Ming remarks that her taste is bad and asks what is so special about that farmer boy. Shan Kai says that he is 1,000 times better than Dao Ming and she is happy with him. Dao Ming replies that he will give her 10,000 times more happiness than him. Just then, Chen arrives and offers milk to Dao Ming. In anger, Dao Ming spits on Chen's face. In the next scene, Chen receives a message from F4 that they have to play poker with them at 6 p.m. on Monday. Chen is about to reply, but Shan Kai snatches her phone and says that it would be better if they stayed away from her friend. Afterward, Shan Kai goes to have lunch and finds F4 sitting there. Dao Ming stares at her for a long time, but Shan Kai avoids him. When Dao Ming starts coming towards her, Shan Kai accidentally bumps into a boy while running away with her food. Then Dao Ming approaches her and asks if she is feeling very happy with Chen, and if she is still feeling happy now. Shan Kai angrily replies that Dao Ming is bothering them and asks if he enjoys doing all this. He then pulls her cheek and says that he enjoys it. He tells her to hit him back. Just then, Meiju arrives angrily and says that enough is enough. Saying this, he picks up Shan Kai and is about to leave when Dao Ming also grabs Shan Kai's hand and says that he shouldn't say that he likes this girl. He asks him to let go of her hand if he considers him his friend, but he doesn't let go of her hand. After this, Dao Ming starts saying that if he goes with her today, he will never talk to him again. Everyone is excited to see the first fight between F4 members. Meiju leaves with Shan Kai, which makes Dao Ming very angry. In the next scene, Teng Xing tells Shan Kai that Dao Ming is not a bad person, but sometimes he behaves immaturely. Saying this, she starts cleaning her clothes, but Shan Kai says that she will do it herself. Then Teng Xing says that she has known Meiju for many years, but she has seen him so angry for the first time. Shan Kai is definitely a very important person to him. To this, Shan Kai says that is impossible. She says that Meiju likes Teng Xing and asks if she likes Meiju too. Teng Xing doesn't reply to this. Then she gives Shan Kai other clothes to wear and says that girls should always stay clean and stylish. Hearing this, Shan Kai keeps those clothes. Along with this, she also gives her new shoes, which impress Shan Kai a lot. The next day, Chen comes to Shan Kai and asks if she is wearing new shoes. So Shan Kai says that they were given to her by Teng Xing. Chen says that he is sorry. He should have punched Dao Ming when he was bothering her. Shan Kai says that he cannot win against them, and because of her, he does not need to get into trouble. Then Chen starts saying that he has a villa of his family. He asks her if she wants to go on vacation there during the holidays. They will have a lot of fun there. Then he continues to tell her about the villa, but Shan Kai faints. In the next scene, Shan Kai's mom is telling her dad that if she does not get well soon, then they will have to arrange tuition for her because she will miss her class. So her dad says that tuition will be very expensive. After this, they go to give medicine to Shan Kai, who asks her dad if she has to eat so many medicines. Just then, the door of their house knocks. Then her mom says that Shan Kai's classmate has come to meet her, so Shan Kai says that it will definitely be Chen. Mom says that he is a very handsome boy. Shan Kai comes out quickly. When Shan Kai comes out, she sees that he is Dao Ming. She angrily asks how he dares to come to her house and demands that her parents throw him out immediately, saying that he is the reason she is sick. Her parents are shocked upon hearing Dao Ming's name and mention that he is the son of a famous businesswoman. Dao Ming explains that he believes there is a misunderstanding between them and that he has come to apologize this to Shen Kai. Shen Kai's mother then reassures Dao Ming, stating that Shen Kai often speaks without thinking and urges him not to be offended by her words. She then invites him inside. As soon as he comes inside, he says to them that he knows that their house will be small, but it is so small he did not think. So Shen Kai's dad says that the reason for this is that he is very long, but it is perfect for them. Then Shen Kai says that now if he is done, he should get out from there. She points to the door. Then his mom puts his hand on his eyes and says that Shen Kai is feeling feverish, so he is behaving a bit rude. She asks him not to get angry. Then they invite him to join them for dinner. Hearing this, Shen Kai remarks that if Dao Ming throws food on her face again, her mother will punish him severely. At this point, her mother, covering her eyes, asks why she would do such a thing. Dao Ming agrees to stay for dinner. In the next scene, he sits with them for dinner. He enjoys the meal and thanks Shen Kai's mother, which makes her laugh so hard that she chokes on her food. Her father scolds her to stop laughing while eating. Shen Kai then looks at Dao Ming and thinks to herself that it's the first time she's seen him so polite, even eating her mother's cooking. She wonders if he is trying to fool her again. After finishing the meal, Dao Ming prepares to leave. Shen Kai's mother asks her to stop eating and see her classmate out. Shen Kai angrily says that she have fever. Her mother insists, saying that she looks fine now and it's just a short walk. Grudgingly, Shen Kai goes to see Dao Ming out. Dao Ming remarks that her parents seem to like him a lot. Shen Kai retorts that now that he's outside, he should stop pretending and asks what he was trying to do, stating that he should be happy she's sick. Dao Ming replies that he is not happy at all. He checks her fever and then in a rude voice says that who gets a fever in summers? Shen Kai then asks him why he has come to her house. This part ends here. Part 1, we saw that Dao Ming, a member of the F4 group, bullies a high school girl named Shen Kai. Then he goes to her house for dinner. Now we see that Shen Kai, in anger, comes to make him leave the house. At that moment, Dao Ming checks her fever and says, who gets a fever in the summer? Then he invites her to go to Hawaii with him for the summer vacation. But Shen Kai explains that she is going with Chen to his family villa. Saying this, she goes inside. In the next scene, Shen Kai is going to her friend Chen's family villa with him. After this, they go to a beach. There, they both shout their names loudly. Just then, Shen Kai shouts, my name is Shen Kai, F4 be damned. Saying this, she becomes very happy. In the next scene, they both reach the villa. After this, Chen takes her for a boat trip, seeing which Shen Kai says, such a big boat, it must be very expensive. So Chen says, I was talking about the small one. After this, they both go and sit on the boat, but Chen couldn't even start it. Just then, Shen Kai sees a big boat coming from the front in which F4 were. Seeing this, Shen Kai says, he was supposed to go to Hawaii. How did he come here? Chen starts saying hello to them, but Shen Kai stops him and takes him away. But then Dao Ming comes there, so Shen Kai says, what are you doing here? Dao Ming says, I can go wherever I want in this world. Do I need to give you a reason? By the way, is that your family boat? You should take it to a pond. Then he makes fun of them and leaves. After this, Teng Xing says to them, we are going to have a party tonight, so you both must come. Shen Kai says, I don't want to come to trouble you people. At this, Teng Xing says, don't worry. If I'm there, Dao Ming won't bother you. Come on, I'll do your makeup first. Then we'll pick out a dress for you. Saying this, she takes her with her. In the next scene, we see F4 partying. On the other side, Teng Xing is doing her makeup. Just then, Shen Kai asks her, did Dao Ming and Mei Ju's fight get resolved? She says, probably not, because Dao Ming is a bit immature. He isn't even talking to Mei Ju. But don't worry, his anger will calm down in a while. Then she gives her a gift and tells her, next week is my birthday, so you must come. Shen Kai says, can I bring my friends too? She agrees to this. In the next scene, Shen Kai arrives at the party wearing a very pretty dress, and all the F4 members keep looking at her. Then they ask Dao Ming, isn't she looking pretty today? Dao Ming says in a rude voice, yes, she's looking okay. Now everyone starts having fun there. Dao Ming was just looking at Shen Kai. Shen Kai starts teasing him with gestures, so Dao Ming starts going towards her. Just then, they accidentally fall on each other, and the lights also go off. When the lights come on, everyone sees that they were kissing each other. People also start live streaming them. Because of this, Shen Kai becomes very sad. Just then, Dao Ming says to her, why are you making such expressions? Was this your first kiss? Hearing this, Shen Kai looks towards Mei Ju and then leaves. In the next scene, while going to her room, she says, what bad luck I have. He ruined my first kiss. After this, she dreams of getting married to a boy. That boy was none other than Dao Ming. After the wedding, Dao Ming pushes her into the water and kills her. Seeing this dream, she wakes up scared. The next morning, she goes to the beach with her friend Chen. F4 had also come there. Just then, Shimen calls Shen Kai by the name First Kiss. Hearing this, Chen says, which first kiss? So Shimen tells him that yesterday Shen Kai and Dao Ming kissed each other. Hearing this, Chen becomes very angry. Just then, Dao Ming starts saying, I'm sure she was waiting for this too, that's why she pushed me down and kissed me. Just then, Shen Kai goes to Mei Ju and says, this is not true. Someone pushed me. At this, Meiju says, you don't need to explain all this to me. I don't care who you kissed. Hearing this, Shenkai becomes very sad and runs away from there. Dao Ming feels very jealous seeing this. In the next scene, Chen goes outside Dao Ming's villa and says, you stole Shenkai's first kiss, I won't spare you. You gave me a joker card, right? Fine, I accept this challenge. Just then, Dao Ming opens the door and Chen goes to hit him with his slipper. Dao Ming stops him and says, you're a farmer boy. Can you play this game? Chen says, are you scared? Dao Ming says, fine, let's start. If I win, you won't stay with Shenkai. Chen accepts this. In the next scene, they are both on a boat together, and Dao Ming is saying, Shenkai is a very rude and arrogant girl. Even after wearing such a pretty dress, she still looked stupid. Hearing this, Chen says, maybe you don't know how good a girl Shenkai is. You don't know how cute she used to be before coming to this college. Once, our class fund was stolen in school, so the teacher kept all of us in school to find the thief. Now we see the teacher telling them, this theft must have been done by one of you. You all think you're very smart, right? Take out pen and paper and write down who you suspect. The names that are written the most times, it must be one of them who stole. So Shentai stood up and said, sir, we can't do this to our classmates. Then Chen says, because none of our classmates can steal. Then some other students also start supporting them, which leads the teacher to punish all of them. So Chen says to him, Shenkai, you were being very cool. Shenkai replies, you were cool too. Now stop crying. After hearing this, Dao Ming says, why does your story sound so familiar? Have I heard it somewhere before? Did you steal it from some movie? Chen replies, no, it really happened. You know, that same year, Shenkai also became my wife. Dao Ming shouts, what nonsense are you talking about? Chen then shows him a game and says, we completed many levels together in this game, and we also got married in this game. Hearing this, Dao Ming says, are you stupid? You must be jealous because of our story. On the other hand, we see Shenkai looking at the dress that Tang Jing had given her. She goes to Tang Jing's room to return it, where she overhears Tang Jing telling Meiju, do you like Shenkai? Because you seem very concerned about her, and that's making me a bit jealous. Meiju responds, you both are exactly the same. You care about everyone and want to remain a princess. Even if someone gets hurt because of you, it doesn't matter to you. Saying this, he moves quite close to her and then says, you said that I care about Shenkai. Saying this, he pushes her onto the bed and says, but the truth is I only care about you. Saying this, he starts kissing her. Shenkai, seeing this, gets sad and leaves. In the next scene, she comes alone to the beach and says to herself, why am I so sad? I already knew that he likes Tang Jing. Then she recalls in flashback that Meiju had kissed her and had saved her from being bullied several times. Remembering this, she starts crying a lot. Meanwhile, Tang Jing says to Meiju, when did you become like this? Meiju replies, what was I supposed to be like? I kissed you forcibly, but why didn't you stop me? Tang Jing says, I didn't even realize that you had grown up, but now I realize it. On the other hand, Chen and Dao Ming are coming back from fishing. They spot Shenkai sitting there. Chen approaches her and says, why are your eyes red? Were you crying? But Shenkai replies, some dust got into my eyes. But what are both of you doing here? Chen says, I challenged her to fishing and Dao Ming lost. Hearing this, Dao Ming says, then why do you feel so great about it? Chen then starts looking at Shenkai. Chen, in anger, says, why are you blushing? Saying this, he pushes Dao Ming down and says, were you blushing thinking about that kiss? Dao Ming says, what does that matter to you? This leads to an argument between them. Then Dao Ming says to Shenkai, you better talk to your friend or I'll beat him up. After this, they both start fighting each other. Shenkai watches them and smiles. Meanwhile, Meiju moves away from Tang Jing and says, I didn't want this. Tang Jing then says, we are adults now. If we take responsibility, we can do whatever we want. If I didn't want this, I wouldn't even have given you a chance to kiss me. Saying this, she is about to kiss him, but then Dao Ming comes and knocks on the door, running away. At this moment, Meiju sees the dress that Shenkai had left behind. In the next scene, everyone is eating, and Shenkai is looking very sad towards Meiju's room. Meiju then comes and takes the bottle from her hand and says, did you see everything? Shenkai replies, yes, sorry. I just went to return the dance lot. Do you hate me? I know that I'm just a trouble for you, but in my eyes, you are an important friend. Hearing this, Meiju says, if I hated you, why would I save you so many times? Saying this, he goes to his room and starts playing some music, which Shenkai listens to from outside. Then Dao Ming comes into Meiju's room and offers him something to eat. Dao Ming then notices Shenkai and she starts hiding from him. Then she thinks to herself, there are many kinds of happiness in this world, but for me, Meiju's smile is enough. The next day, Dao Ming is getting ready at home when the butler comes and says, you look very happy today. By the way, the color of your tie doesn't match your outfit, so you should wear something else. At this, Dao Ming recalls in flashback that he was wearing the same t-shirt when she kissed him. Therefore, he tells the butler, I think this is fine. The butler then leaves. After that, Dao Ming starts dancing happily and goes to college while dancing. On the other hand, Shenkai arrives at college and then sits on the the stairs. Her friend Chen then comes and says, "Yesterday I beat F4 in fishing. My parents were very happy to know about it." Just as he is bragging, the F4 members come and hit him on the head and leave. Seeing this, Chen says, "Good morning" to them, but they don't reply. Then Chen says to Shenkai, "Looks like now they have started hitting me like a friend. They never even looked at me before, but today they hit me on the head. Only friends do that." After this, we see a classroom scene where Jinhui watches Shenkai and Daoming's kiss video. Jinhui's friend then says, "Earlier she used to flirt with Daoming only in front of you, but now she has even kissed him directly." Jinhui says she is flirting with both Daoming and Meiju at the same time because she just wants to be famous. In the next scene, Chen tells Shenkai that her video has gone viral. Shenkai then notices that she can't find her shoes in her locker. Then Daoming appears wearing her shoes. Seeing this, Shenkai says, "Why are you wearing my shoes?" Daoming replies, "Oh, so these are your shoes? No wonder they're so tight on me." Shenkai says, "Daoming, are you out of your mind? How can you be so immature at this age? I actually feel bad for you." Saying this, she leaves angrily. After this, Daoming laughs at her and tells his friends, "Did you see her face? She was so angry at me." But his friends do not react to this and say, "We are wondering why we made an immature guy like you our friend." Daoming then says, "Don't worry, this is just the first part of my plan. My plan is to first seduce her and make her fall in love with me. After that, I will dump her, making her very sad, and no one will be able to help her." His friend then says, "I'm afraid you might fall in love with her first." Daoming replies, "Am I crazy to fall in love with such a girl?" Hearing this, his friends leave him alone. In the next scene, Meiju is drawing a girl on the rooftop. Shenkai then arrives and says, "Are you drawing Tangjing?" Meiju replies, "Does it look like her to you?" Shenkai says, "Yes," and then adds, "You have chalk on your head." Since Meiju doesn't see it, Shenkai moves a bit closer and says, "Can I remove it?" Meiju says, "Yes." Then Shenkai starts removing the dust, and Meiju keeps looking at her. Shenkai then thinks, "When I spend time with Meiju on the rooftop, it's the most relaxing time for me at school." Meanwhile, Jinhui has recorded a video of the two of them. In the next scene, we see Daoming smiling while looking at Shenkai's trip photos, and his friends say, "I think he's really in love with her." Then Jinhui comes and says to Daoming, "Hi, my name is Jinhui, and I really like you. My classmate Shenkai behaves quite rudely with you. I have a video to show you." Hearing this, Daoming immediately grabs the phone from her hand, which contains a video of Meiju and Shenkai. Seeing this, Daoming becomes very angry. Then his friend says, "Shenkai just touched Meiju's hair," but Jinhui begins, "They meet daily on the rooftop these days. Even though Meiju likes Tenzing, Shenkai is still interested in him. First, she kissed you, and now she's flirting with Meiju." Daoming then tells her angrily to be quiet and leaves. In the next scene, Chen asks Shenkai, "What dress are you going to wear for Tenzing's birthday?" Shenkai replies, "I haven't decided yet." Shenkai then says to Lee, "There's Tenzing's birthday party this weekend. Would you like to come too?" Lee says, "But she didn't invite me." Shenkai says, "It's okay. She said I could bring my friends. Chen is coming with me too." Lee agrees to go. Then Shenkai can't find her notebook and says, "Maybe I left it on the rooftop. Go get it." She goes to the rooftop and retrieves her book. But then Daoming appears and asks, "What are you doing here? Tell me the truth." Shenkai tries to avoid him and leave. Daoming says, "You used tricks on me." Saying this, he pushes her against the wall, and Shenkai, trying to free her hand, says, "What are you doing? Let me go or I'll get angry." Daoming says, "I should be the one getting angry." Shenkai asks, "But what have I done to you?" Daoming hits his hand against the wall forcefully and says, "Stop pretending. You know exactly what you did." Shenkai then pushes him away and runs off, but while running, she falls down, and Daoming comes to her. Shenkai, backing away, says, "Don't come near me," but Daoming picks her up and forcefully kisses her. She, crying, says, "Daoming, I'm begging you, please stop." Then she sits down and cries a lot. Daoming approaches her and says, "Please stop crying. I won't hurt you again." When she returns home, she fixes her hair so her mom and dad won't notice anything. When she goes inside, her dad asks her to eat, but Shenkai says, "I'm not hungry." Her dad asks, "Are you on a diet? Wait a minute. How did blood get on your clothes? Did someone bully you?" Shenkai says, "No, I just fell down." Her mom then says, "Tell us the truth. Did someone hurt you? Stop lying." Shenkai replies, "I'm very tired. Please let me rest." Saying this, she goes to her room and closes the door. She is very angry and crying a lot. The next day, Daoming arrives at school with a bandage on his hand. Shenkai also arrives from the front, and they both look at each other. Shenkai feels very awkward. She then changes her path and leaves. In the next scene, Meiju's friends are telling him, "I think Tenzing is back for you this time. When are you going to tell him your feelings?" Meiju says, "I'll think about it." They then ask Daoming, "How did you get injured? Did you hit Shenkai or the wall?" Daoming leaves for class without replying. In the next scene, Shenkai's friend Xiaoyu asks, "Why did Daoming do that to you?" Shenkai responds, "I'm confused myself. At first, when he stole my shoes, he seemed stupid, but then he became so dangerous. Anyway, I'll start going to school a bit earlier and come straight home to avoid running into him again. Xiao Yu says, what about Tenzing's birthday party? You'll run into him there. Well, there will be many people, so pretend you didn't see him there. Shen Kai replies, yeah, besides that, what else can I do? Xiao Yu then goes to change her dress and asks, is Han Zilu also coming to that party? Shen Kai scolds her. On the other hand, we see Li buying a dress for the birthday party, but it is quite expensive. The salesgirl says, you can pay in installments. Li buys the dress. We then see the party scene where Shen Kai has brought her two friends, and they start enjoying together. When they see F4 arriving, Shen Kai hides when she sees Dao Ming and tries to leave, but Shimen notices her, stops her and says, Shen Kai, you look very pretty today. Saying this, he leaves. Then Shen Kai and Dao Ming are looking at each other. Shen Kai feels very awkward. Dao Ming starts walking towards her, but a girl came up to him and started talking. However, both of them continued to look at each other. On the other side, Meiju was getting ready for the party when a scene from the past came to his mind, showing Tenzing leaving abroad, which made Meiju feel very bad. Then Tenzing came over, hugged him and said, Meiju, don't be sad, I will come back soon. Remembering this, Meiju started to smile. In the next scene, we see Li arriving at the party. The security guard stops her and asks for an invitation. Li says, my friend is inside, can you let me in? The security guard responds, I'm sorry, you need an invitation to enter. Li then tries calling Shen Kai, but her call is not answered, making her quite upset. Meanwhile, Xiao Yu bumps into an uncle, and his wine spills on their clothes. The uncle angrily says, do you know how expensive this suit is? Xiao Yu, scared, replies, sorry, it was an accident. The uncle then says, it's okay, just clean it up yourself. At that moment, Han Zilu arrives and tells the uncle, let me clean it, besides your suit isn't that expensive. Hearing this, the uncle leaves. Xiao Yu thanks Han Zilu and asks, do you remember me? Han Zilu replies, you're very cute, so how could I forget you? Just then, Shen Kai interrupts and says, what are you doing? Han Zilu says, we're in public, so what can I do? Shen Kai then takes Xiao Yu with her. Xiao Yu tells Shen Kai, I think he's very handsome and his voice is really nice. He's nothing like Dao Ming. Shen Kai replies, first, give me your phone. I need to call Li because my phone is dead. Shen Kai uses Xiao Yu's phone to call Li, but Li has already left. Shen Kai says, Li, where are you? I'm sorry, my phone was dead. Li responds, I suddenly had something come up, so I won't be able to make it to the party. With that, she hangs up. We then see the party scene where suddenly the lights go off and Tenzing, the birthday girl, makes her entrance. Meiju goes up and extends his hand towards her. Tenzing comes down, takes his hand, and Meiju leads her in front of everyone. They start dancing together, and Shen Kai remarks, what kind of relationship do these two have? An F4 member explains, Tenzing is very important to Meiju. When he was younger, he had a condition called autism, and his mother was very strict, which worsened his condition. We didn't know how to help him until Tenzing came into his life. Meiju tried to avoid her, but Tenzing didn't give up. Today, Meiju is what he is because of Tenzing. We then see that they had been good friends since childhood. After a while, their performance ends, and Meiju says, I want to tell you something, but Tenzing interrupts and says, I know. Saying this, she leaves. In the next scene, Tenzing extinguishes the candles and addresses the guests. Today, I turn 24, and I am going to make the biggest decision of my life. I am giving up my position as the heir of the Teng group and want to become a lawyer because I want to help poor people. Her father, hearing this, angrily says, Tenzing, are you crazy? Tenzing replies, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, I'm a bit stubborn, but I'm going to Paris in a few days and I have no intention of coming back. Meiju is deeply hurt by this because he was planning to propose to her. Tenzing then cuts her hair, leaving everyone shocked, and Meiju runs away. Tenzing follows him, and Shen Kai follows them both. In the next scene, Meiju is seen crying a lot when Tenzing comes up and says, I'm sorry, I know what you wanted to tell me, but I can't say yes. Saying this, she hugs him. Seeing this, Shen Kai also tears up. Shen Kai then returns to the party and drinks heavily. Drunk, she wanders alone when Dao Ming sees her. He angrily says, were you eavesdropping on my conversation while hiding here? Shen Kai replies, I'm not interested in your nonsense. Dao Ming says, do you know how many girls are after me? But I haven't given anyone any attention until now. Shen Kai responds, so why are you yelling at me? You haven't even apologized for what happened last time. Dao Ming says, why should I apologize? You idiot don't even know what mistake you made. Shen Kai then places her head on him, and Dao Ming tells her, you shouldn't do this in public. At that moment, two girls walk by, so Dao Ming tries to lift her, but Shen Kai vomits on him. The next morning, Shen Tai wakes up and finds herself at home. She goes outside and asks her mom, Mom, how did I get home last night? Her mom says, Dao Ming dropped you off. He's such a nice guy, handsome, and very sensible. I wish he would become my son-in-law. With that, her mom leaves. In the next scene, we see Li eating alone. Shen Kai and Chen come over, and Chen starts showing Li photos from Tenzing's birthday party, which makes Li feel bad because she couldn't attend. Shen Kai asks, why are you eating so little today? Lee replies, "There isn't much money at home right now. I'm not feeling well, so I should leave." Saying this, she gets up and leaves. In the next scene, Shenkai is on the ground when she sees Dao Ming. She tries to leave, but Dao Ming stops her and says, "Don't you have anything to say?" Shenkai responds, "What do you want now?" Dao Ming says, "You vomited on me yesterday. Don't you want to say sorry?" Shenkai replies, "You didn't apologize for your mistake last time either." Dao Ming says, "If you don't want to apologize, at least say thanks. After all, I brought you home." Shenkai rudely says, "Thank you," and starts to leave. Dao Ming grabs her t-shirt, pulls her close, and says, "You said a lot of things to me when you were drunk last night. Tenzing is going to Paris. Aren't you happy about that? Because now you'll have a chance to get Meiju." Shenkai doesn't respond, so Dao Ming leaves. In the next scene, we see Meiju alone on the rooftop, very sad. Shenkai arrives and asks, "Aren't you shocked by Tenzing's decision? Will you let her go?" Meiju replies, "Tenzing always makes her own decisions, and she will do what she wants." Shenkai says, "But what if she goes to Paris and falls in love with someone else? Please go and stop her. Maybe she'll listen to you." Meiju responds, "No. Once she makes a decision, no one can change her mind." Hearing this, Shenkai thinks, "When I first heard she was going to Paris, I was very happy because I thought Meiju would forget her after she left and then notice me. But now, all those selfish thoughts are gone. Today, for the first time, I saw Meiju so depressed, and it's making me very upset." In the next scene, we see that they had come to see off Tenzing, but Meiju hadn't shown up. They tried calling him, but Meiju wasn't answering. Seeing this, Shenkai thinks to herself, "Is Meiju really not going to come and say goodbye?" Just then, Dao Ming arrives with a box. Shenkai asks him, "What's in this box?" Dao Ming replies, "It's a special gift for Tenzing, and I can't show it to you right now." Just then, Tenzing arrives and says to everyone, "I'm leaving. You all take care, and tell Meiju to take care of himself too." Dao Ming says, "If I were in your place, I would beat him up." Tenzing then says, "Please don't bully Shenkai." Dao Ming responds, "Who has time for that?" Then she says goodbye and leaves. As she departs, a member of F4 says, "I still can't believe Tenzing left and Meiju didn't come to say goodbye." Just then, Meiju arrives, and they ask him, "When did you arrive?" Meiju explains that he came an hour ago, but was hiding behind a pillar. Shenkai scolds him, saying, "Why were you hiding? Now that you've seen her leave, are you satisfied? Tenzing left to pursue her dreams. If you like her, why didn't you go after her? You should follow her." Meiju shows her his ticket and says, "I also have a flight to Paris next." Hearing this, they happily hug him. Then he goes to Shenkai and says, "Shenkai, you were right. I can't let her leave like this. That's why I'm going to follow her." Saying this, he kisses her on the forehead and then leaves. Watching him leave, Shenkai smiles. In the next scene, they are watching their flight take off, and tears come to Shenkai's eyes. Hanzilu says, "I didn't expect Shenkai to like Meiju so much, but then why did she send him to Tenzing?" Shentai thinks to herself, "I let them go together because I want them to have a happy life." Then she tells them, "Because I was tired of approaching Meiju." Hearing this, Dao Ming feels a bit sad and then says, "Shenkai, let's date each other." Shenkai asks, "What did you say?" Dao Ming replies, "Are you deaf?" Shenkai says, "I didn't hear you because of the plane noise." "What did you say?" Dao Ming shouts, "You are really stupid. I can't say it again." Saying this, he leaves. In the next scene, Shenkai and Chen are sitting together. Chen sees a notification from college and tells Shenkai, "Dao Ming has mentioned both of us on the college bulletin board. I think I'm going to become famous very quickly. In just 1 month, I'm on the bulletin board." Shenkai reads the notice, which says that the F4 members are challenging Shenkai and Chen to a poker game. Seeing this, Chen is quite happy, but Shenkai is shocked and says to Chen, "We will never win." Chen says, "Don't worry, I'll give you training too." In the next scene, we see a large crowd gathered. Shenkai and Chen arrive, and people start saying, "So finally they have come. I thought they would run away. It will be interesting to see how badly they lose." Then they both go outside the poker room. Neither of them has the courage to call out to the others. Then they muster the courage and go inside. Chen tells Dao Ming, "If you lose, you'll have to carry my bag for a day." Dao Ming replies, "A day? Make it 10 years, because you will never win. And if we win, you have to do whatever I want." Chen agrees to this. Then they start the game. Chen hides a card in his pocket, which the F4 members find out about, so they lose the game. Shenkai says, "We lost. Now tell me, what do you want?" Shimen says, "There's another round coming up between you and Dao Ming." Hearing this, Chen says, "What do you mean between these two? Where am I supposed to go?" Then they drag Chen away and he is shouting at them, "What are you going to do with Shenkai? Don't touch her." Meanwhile, Shenkai says to Dao Ming, "So what do you want from me? Are you going to make me eat slippers?" But Dao Ming starts getting closer to her. Shenkai is moving away, and Dao Ming says, "I need a dinner treat." Shen Kai asks. What did you say? Dao Ming replies, don't pretend you didn't hear me. You did the same thing at the airport last time. In the next scene, Shen Kai is at home when she receives a message from Dao Ming, who sent her the address of a restaurant. Shen Kai says, what does he really want from me? Just then, she gets a call from Chen, who asks, Shen Kai, are you okay? Did those people feed you some weird thing? But then the call gets disconnected because Shen Kai's phone was broken. She then says to herself, Dao Ming will definitely find some way to bully me again. Because of him, my phone is broken too. Well, let's see what he's up to now. In the next scene, Shen Kai is out shopping with her mom. Her mom brings her a jacket, but Shen Kai says, Mom, this will be very expensive. Her mom then says, just try it on once. Shen Kai puts on the jacket. Just then, it starts raining outside, and Shen Kai thinks to herself, is he waiting for me? Mom, I have some work, so I have to leave. I'll meet you later. Saying this, she leaves. We then see Dao Ming standing outside, getting drenched in the rain. Just then, Shen Kai comes there looking for him. She shares an umbrella with him and says, why are you standing here? Dao Ming then hugs her and says, do you know what time it is? I've been waiting for you for 3 hours. Shen Kai says, did I say I was coming? Dao Ming replies, you lost the game so you had to come. Then he notices a tag on her clothes and says, did you buy new clothes for our date? But this is only 500 yuan. So cheap? Shen Kai pushes him away and says, you should have gone home and gotten them. Why were you waiting? Dao Ming says, because I couldn't reach you on the phone. I thought you might have had an accident, that's why I kept waiting in the rain. Then they both go inside, and Dao Ming asks, where are you taking me? Shen Kai replies, I know this place. They have very delicious food and it's only 50 yuan. Hearing this, Dao Ming says, only 50 yuan? Are you taking me to eat grass? Saying this, he follows her and then says, the shop isn't even open yet, thank God. Let's go somewhere else. But Shen Kai insists, no, I know this place. Come with me. Dao Ming follows her, but the shop is still not open. She then takes him to another place, and they enter the elevator. Just then, a cleaner arrives and sees a notice that had fallen off the elevator saying that the elevator is under maintenance, so no one should use it. Inside, Dao Ming says, it looks like you're going to starve me today. Suddenly, the lights go out. Seeing this, Dao Ming says, could the elevator be broken? They both start shouting for help. Dao Ming, in anger, kicks the elevator. Shen Kai says, stop doing all this. If this elevator falls, we could die. Dao Ming asks, so what should I do? They then see that both their phones have died and start shouting for help again. Meanwhile, Shen Kai's mom is calling all her friends, asking about Shen Kai. No one knows anything about Shen Kai, and then her mom starts crying too much. On the other side, we see Dao Ming, who goes to Shen Kai. Shen Kai says, what are you doing? Dao Ming then gets closer to her and falls down. Shen Kai notices that he has a fever because he stood in the rain for a long time. Shen Kai then puts him in her lap and covers him with her jacket, saying, rest for a while. Someone will surely come to help us. In the next scene, we see that both of them have fallen asleep. Dao Ming wakes up and starts pushing Shen Kai's hair back. He then says, I'm sorry, it's my fault, but you insisted that I come here. Because of you, we are stuck. Now I'm very tired and hungry. Shen Kai says, right now, I can only take care of you. When you go home, your mom will take care of you. Dao Ming sadly says, I haven't seen my mom in 2 years. When I was in middle school, my dad passed away, and then my mom went abroad for work. Whenever we called her, we spoke to her assistant. That's why we stopped calling her. Shen Kai says, so, you live alone in such a big house. If I were in your place, I would feel very lonely. Well, I admit that this time it was my fault. Now tell me how I can compensate you. Hearing this, Dao Ming gets up and looks at her. Shen Kai then says, I didn't mean it that way. Dao Ming then moves closer to kiss her, but just then, some people arrive, and Shen Kai quickly gets up and runs away. Afterward, we see Shen Kai feeling quite nervous after coming outside. On the other hand, we see her parents reporting her missing to the police, and just then, Shen Kai returns. Seeing her, her mom starts hitting her, but she escapes to her room and says, Mom, I was stuck in the elevator. Her mom asks, couldn't you have called us? Shen Kai replies, my phone was also broken. Seeing this, her mom tells her to come outside. When she comes out, her mom says, you can use my phone now. They then bring food for her. Shen Kai is very happy to see how much her parents care for her. On the other hand, Dao Ming's friends say to him, we heard that you got sick last night. How did you get sick on a date? By the way, did you follow the plan you made? Dao Ming says, no, we were stuck in the elevator all night. I felt very cold, so Shen Kai gave me her clothes. Then I started feeling very hot and was sweating. His friends then ask, and what happened in the end? Dao Ming replies, something was about to happen, but then workers arrived. Hearing this, they leave. We then see a classroom scene where Shen Kai looks very sleepy and is struggling struggling to keep herself awake. Seeing this, Chen says to Lee, surely Dao Ming must have bullied her a lot last night. After class, they go to Shen Kai and say, your mom said you didn't come home last night. Did Dao Ming kidnap you? Did he feed you something weird? Shen Kai replies, no, nothing like that happened. Dao Ming didn't bully me. Jin Hui then says, Shen Kai, stop pretending now. If you lost the challenge to him, that's fine. But if you tell us, we can go talk to Dao Ming. Just then, a boy comes and says, Shen Kai, Dao Ming is calling you. Hearing this, the whole class looks at Shen Kai, and she goes to meet Dao Ming. She then asks him, what do you want from me now? Dao Ming gives her a bag. Shen Kai says, I can't accept your gift. Dao Ming replies, idiot, who said it's a gift? It's your jacket. You forgot to take it this morning. Shen Kai then takes it, but Dao Ming puts the jacket on her himself. In the next scene, there's talk at school about whether Shen Kai spent the night with Dao Ming. After seeing all this, Chen says, I can't take it anymore. Shen Kai, you said Dao Ming didn't bully you, so where did he get your jacket from? I don't think his intentions are good either. Shen Kai, please tell us why he took your jacket. Shen Kai says, I gave him my jacket because... Just then, Jin Hui comes over and says, since the school started, we haven't had any fun together. So why don't we all go out tonight and have some fun? Don't you want to join us because you've become Dao Ming's friend now? Shen Kai replies, no, it's not like that. Jin Hui then says, okay, then let's have a ladies' party tonight. Hearing this, Chen says, that means I can't go. We then see the party scene where everyone else is dancing, and Lee tells Shen Kai, you should go dance too. I'll stay here. But Shen Kai says, I don't want to dance either. We'll finish our drinks together. Saying this, they both start drinking. Then Jin Hui comes over and asks, why aren't you two dancing? Shen Kai replies, we can't dance. You have a great figure. Jin Hui responds, you're cool too. By the way, what did you do that made Dao Ming start liking you? Shen Kai says, there's nothing between us. Dao Ming is not my boyfriend. Jin Hui then says, if he's not your boyfriend, then introduce him to us. Shen Kai drinks and starts feeling a bit hot, so she heads to the restroom. There, she sees a boy playing music, which reminds her of Meiju. She starts smiling and goes over to him, thinking he's Meiju. She touches him and says, I like you. Saying this, she rests her head on his shoulder. Her friends then see her, and Jin Hui says, she's really good at seducing guys. The next morning, when Shen Kai wakes up, she sees that she's wearing different clothes in a hotel room. She then finds a note that says, you drank a lot last night. Call me when you wake up. The note is signed Thomas. Shen Kai wonders, who is Thomas? Then she recalls a flashback where Thomas picks her up to dance, and Jin Hui says to Thomas, we are Shen Kai's friends. Let's take a photo together. They all take a photo with Thomas. Remembering this, Shen Kai says to herself, did I and Thomas really spend a night together? And starts looking around the room. In the next scene, she arrives at school and calls Thomas, asking, how did I end up at that hotel last night? And where did my friends go? Thomas replies, they were all drunk. They asked me to take care of you, and I didn't know where you lived, so I brought you to the hotel. Shen Kai then sees Dao Ming in front of her, who asks, why are you so late today? Shen Kai replies, what does it matter to you? Saying this, she starts heading to her class, and then stops to ask, why are you following me? Were you waiting for me here? Dao Ming says, no, I was just passing by. As she goes to class, Dao Ming stops her and gives her a jacket as a gift, saying, next time, if you give me your clothes, make them a bit more expensive. You must be cold, so wear this. Shen Kai doesn't respond. Dao Ming then gets very close and asks, should I help you? Hearing this, Shen Kai runs away. After class, Shen Kai goes to Lee and asks, when did you go home last night, and why didn't you tell me? Lee replies, I don't remember anything because I drank quite a bit. Just then, she gets a call from Thomas and steps away to answer it. Thomas says, Shen Kai, where are you? Your school is quite large, I might get lost. Shen Kai, surprised, says, you're at my school? Saying this, she rushes to meet him. The part ends here. If you would like to see the next part, please let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.